And believe me, he came in, his face now is disfigured, Phil. Good-looking young man, but you see the knot on both his eyes now, the left one bleeding and the right eye now beginning to swell up on him. Tremendous onslaught from Yodsaenklai. Just very deliberate and methodical. Straight lefts, uppercuts from both hands, just coming back with the knees. That nice elbow that he did throw cut Malaipet. Malapet's corner really needs to exhort him to get busy. He had a little flurry. He had a little flurry there in that round, but it wasn't enough to stop just the onslaught of Yodsaenklai.
Referee over taking a look. They're going to now bring the physician into the corner of Malaipet to see if they're going to allow this fight to continue. Physician looking closely. I think they're going to wave it off. Fight's over.
Yeah, Phil, and I think that was really a great gesture by Malapet's corner, because the truth is that Malaipet really was not in the fight from the onslaught. This young man, Yodsaenklai Fairtex, came in, dictated the pace of the fight, landed all the sharp blows, and was doing a lot of damage to Malaipet. Malaipet, this just was not his night. He's showing immense respect, bowing down at the feet of Malaipet. But the truth being, he just outgunned him tonight.
Well, it was a great night of fights here in Jamaica, and Malaipet has nothing to hang his head over, Blinky. He gave it everything he could possibly have given tonight, and I have reason to believe that had this fight gone the distance, the outcome would have been the same. The difference is he probably would have absorbed a lot more punishment than he did.
Absolutely, and I think the corner did a wise thing, because sometimes you got corners that are real brave because the corner's not getting hit. But, you know, you got some corners that are still good corners, care about their fighters, know they can come back to fight another day, especially great fighters like Malaipet.
Well, a disappointing night for Team Diamond and Malaipet, coming from Upland, California, had hoped to fare better, had all intentions of leaving Jamaica with Yodsaenklai's WBC World Super Welterweight title belt, but it was not to be here tonight on this warm evening just outside Montego Bay. But what a great fight it was as the curtain comes down on this night of 9 World Championship fights. And Blinky, one thing you know about Thai fighters, look at that cut right there above his, about an inch long, right under his eyebrow. Yodsaenklai again coming over to Malaipet. First time we've seen Yodsaenklai smile all night. For Malaipet, he was kind of smiling throughout the fight.
Absolutely. I think Yodsaenklai got tired of hitting him there for a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Hey, Blinky, what is it about these Thai fighters? When you fought a lot of fighters from the Pacific Rim. You spent a little time over in Asia. What do you come to know when you go over there, or when you take on a fighter with that background?
Well, you know they're in tip-top condition always, so you have to do your homework. And you got to give them a different type of fight. You notice the Muay Thai, there's not a lot of movement. And so from the Western Hemisphere, you see more movement, more lateral movement, and more angles being given that really can confuse some of the Thai fighters. The Thai fighters then want to just come after your legs, take your legs away so you don't have that movement. So really there's a chest game going on the first couple of rounds, and then it gets just down and dirty.
Well, for sure, Malaipet will be making a stop over at the medical center here in Montego Bay to have that left eye sewn up so that he can get about the business of returning home to California, where he makes his home now, originally from Thailand, while for Yodsaenklai, he will return to Thailand with his WBC World Super Welterweight belt. Well, you kind of could tell from the outset that it was a situation where Yodsaenklai was dominant, and he expressed that dominance throughout the entire fight. Let's now go to the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight has been stopped on advice of the doctor. Your winner by TKO victory, Yodsaenklai Fairtex.
Two and four are announcer mics. 2 and 4 are commentator mics. 2 and 4. 2 and 4 Danny mics. 2 and 4.
And on behalf of Rizark, Dennis Warner, NSYNC Productions, and Victor Asai, I want to say thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here with us at the Trelawney Multipurpose Stadium tonight.
I think Mike 2 is dead. Both on four, gentlemen. Down to one mic. And I'm coming to you. Let me know when you're ready to go, guys. And get ready, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Well, when the night began, we knew we would have 18 world-class fighters entering center stage here tonight at Trelawney Stadium here outside Montego Bay, Jamaica. We also knew, Blinky, we would have 9 world champions crowned. Any disappointments?
I'll tell you what, it was a great night, Phil.
Yes, it was.
This last fight was the bloodiest of them all. And just tremendous fighters. You see the will and the desire to win. Nobody quitting, nobody giving quarter. What a tremendous night.
And I don't think there's any question but that the fight of the night involved Jamaica's own Clifton Brown, and what a great fight against another game Thai fighter, Yodsaenklai. I'll tell you what, they both came well-conditioned, Blinky. I thought Clifton Brown gave it everything he had and could possibly have won that fight. That one could have gone either way.
Well, I think that no one would have been disappointed with a draw, but I'm sure many are going to want to see a rematch. What a tremendous fight. Great technique, pinpoint punching and kicking. Every aspect of Muay Thai was used, from elbows to knees to right hands to uppercuts. Great fight.
Well, it was one great night of fights here in Jamaica, and one night that people here on the shores of this jewel of the Caribbean that people will long remember. Electrifying debut it was. Who could ever have predicted how this night would unfold, other than to say with certainty that 9 world champions would leave these shores with a dream fulfilled and the brand new belt for their wardrobe. It was billed as the champion of champions. There is no question but that Jamaica emerged as the champ for the class they exhibited in preparing for this night and the importance they attached to making sure it was a world-class event. They accomplished both at the highest level. The champions were the 8 men and 1 woman who rose to the occasion to not simply win something most of them had never won before, namely a world title, but the honor and dignity they displayed throughout their individual ordeals. On this night and in this place, Yaman, 9 world champions were crowned, but the sport of Muay Thai is the ultimate champion. Now for Blinky Rodriguez and our entire broadcast team here in Jamaica, I'm Phil Stone. Good night from the jewel of the Caribbean, Jamaica Man.